Yep.
Hi, this is Kimmy B here with Pretzels and History. So, as you all know, we did meet a WWE wrestler last weekend. Now we're going to meet with this guy, Chris, who was there at Little Spring Parks with the WWE wrestler. We're going to find out what's his story. Then hopefully we can get you more entertainment.
Are you giving out a lot of autographs?
No.
You got one at least.
So that's 2 hours.
Oh, okay. Well, I think.
Which one do you want? That picture or that? Sorry, it's a whole one. There should be 5 now. I have a 20. I don't know if you have cheese or not.
Sweating together, but having a good time.
Got that right. Wow.
That's the best time of year.
Here, I'll show you one of my favorite pictures from
Oh, you guys see this. Oh, that looks bad. So bad.
I don't know why it's not flipping back over to the bigger side, but if you see, this is the normal knee right here, and then you see where the kneecap ended up. It's,
Do you have a metal plate in there?
no.
He has a metal plate.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
That legitimately after a week went back into place.
Wow.
Wow.
Bodies are very resilient. Very interesting. It hurt. It still hurts.
I bet. Ay, ay, ay.
And that's why, I didn't have insurance. I didn't have anything, so we just sweep it under the rug and keep going.
Right? Oh my
I
gosh.
did that when I had my leg broken back in 2012. If I didn't have insurance and just let it go, I don't think I'd have a leg because it was like broken like right in the middle.
Oh yeah, yeah. That wasn't that. So thankfully I didn't.
Well,
Nothing broke. It just shot out of its place and like.
Dislocated the
Yeah, it was
Wow.
very odd.
wrestling thing, or
Yeah. Got tossed out of the ring and landed on my knee, and I was about 340 pounds at that point. So.
jeez.
340 coming down on a knee.
Yeah.
Kind of explodes it. And, yeah, and it was a concrete floor, so it wasn't with a little carpet on it,
Oh.
like an old shag carpet.
Wow. That's my sister's favorite carpet. I don't know
Yeah?
why.
Yeah?
Yeah. She pets it like a dog. At least that's why she pet it when we didn't have dog back then.
It's
I'm just like,
comfortable.
why?
It's comfortable.
That's what she
Shag
said.
carpet is great, yeah.
My word. Okay.
So who's the interview? Are you the interviewer?
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you want to get in it though?
I'm okay.
Are you sure?
I just don't know how it's gonna work.
Okay. Well, there's 2 chairs over there 3 empty now where we can.
Just say roll with it.
Okay.
You can do it like this,
Yeah.
It's more fun because I'm huge, and like.
I know you are. Like
Yeah.
I swear, like you were like built like my second nephew.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he's like 6 to 7 feet tall, no lie.
Okay.
And he is about your weight and
Yeah.
your height. So yeah, it's like.
I see, now it looks even better because he's getting down.
Yeah, exactly.
That's how they do the movie tricks, You make everybody look bigger by filming low. So I like that.
Exactly.
Smart guy.
He is.
I wish I would have done this for the mayor video, but instead we did the opposite way, looking down on him, which I felt was awkward.
That was awkward moment.
Which mayor was that?
The Littis one.
Analytics.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's mayor. Okay.
But it was like
Very nice
2
guy.
point seconds though, like because we had no time. And when you're like, here's the mirror, it's like we had no time to prepare. It's like we gotta do this now.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, why don't you start at the beginning, like how we met and how he's involved with Ricardo?
Yeah, that's exactly what we want to know.
Sure. Well, my name's Chris Dreisbach. I'm the CEO of Blueprints for Addiction Recovery, a multi-site drug and alcohol treatment center in Lancaster, Pennsylvania. And I'm also a co-founder of a thing called Second Chance PA, where we partner with law enforcement and we provide them certified recovery specialists. to go out on scene and help people get into treatment instead of incarceration, which is huge for me because I am a previously incarcerated person and I love helping people get healthier and avoid going to jail. I'm also co-promoter of this show coming up on August 20th, which is how I, am running around the world with Ricardo Rodriguez, if that answers your question.
Nice. So how did you, so what made you get into this? Like, into like helping others and with wrestling, like how did this all connect?
Well, I don't know how much he told you about his own personal story.
He didn't tell us.
Video. All right, so I can't really talk too much about that because he has to be the initiator of that stuff.
Okay.
But I can tell you that the reason I love helping people is because I started using heroin when I was 17 years old, other drugs when I was about 13 years old. And it kind of led me down this path of incarceration and homelessness and just misery and psych wards and medical clinics and methadone clinics and every kind of clinic you could possibly think of to try and figure out what was wrong with me. And nothing really worked over and over and over through bouts of incarceration, more bouts of homelessness, more bouts of just pain and suffering. And eventually I landed in Lancaster County because I'm from Allentown originally. And in Lancaster County at the halfway house, I found a group of people who showed me a different way to live. And they did that freely and they did that happily and they showed me that different way to live. And I haven't let go of that different way in the last 15 plus years. So that's why I love helping people, because people helped me and it's my job to help others get the same thing I got.
You're gonna make me cry because that's exactly how I feel. At times, I swear I do. All right, wow.
Well, you have to give the blessings that you receive.
You
and
do.
Really, then the other people that receive those blessings can pass them on to the next round of people. And you think about the ripple effect of one kind act can be unbelievably large.
Right about that. Okay, so you say you were a wrestler then?
Yes, so I trained to be a wrestler when I was 15, 16 years old in Allentown, Pennsylvania. And, I wrestled for a while and, when I found heroin, kind of fell by the wayside and heroin became a little bit more important to me than wrestling. And after all of those, difficulties that we talked about, I kind of came back into it in 2009, 10, 11, and I've been mildly a part of it ever since. It's just always been a part of my life.
So how with this, so with you, like what are you like promoting? Like what are you helping with this rehab? Like, or do you own any gyms or anything?
I don't own a gym.
Okay.
I don't own a gym. But we do take our patients to the gym. The people who are in treatment, they get to go to the gym, but I don't own a gym specifically. Okay. But we're out running the streets in Pennsylvania and surrounding states talking about the August 20th huge professional wrestling show at Clipper Magazine Stadium.
So how do you get, like, okay, so like you said that you were a counselor then to help others, or is that wrong?
That's not entirely correct. I'm not a counselor.
Okay.
We do employ many counselors who do tremendous work with people.
Oh,
but I myself am not one.
Okay.
I'm just a person with lived experience who enjoys sharing it with others so as to maybe hopefully inspire them a little bit and get up and do something.
Gotcha. That's good. I like that.
Yeah.
So then how do you, did you help others other than Ricardo, like other celebrities, or how do you get involved with those celebrities?
I mean, it's not necessarily a celebrity thing. Addiction impacts everybody. Addiction could impact anybody. It doesn't matter if you've been to the highest mountaintop in Nepal or if you've been in the gutter in Skid Row in Los Angeles. I mean, really, addiction impacts everybody in their own unique way. So, Ricardo and I had known each other a little bit through wrestling and through recovery in the past, and we linked back up then in 2022.
Nice. I like that.
Yeah.
Huh, small world.
Yeah.
So, when you say you traveled around the world, like where all did you go?
I didn't travel around the world.
Oh, I thought you said that.
Not I. We're traveling all around the state.
Oh, I got you. Like how
for
we
August
do.
20th at Clipper Magazine Stadium.
Like how we do. Yeah, we travel all over the state too.
Absolutely.
Like that's
why
no
we're
lie.
in Broadheadsville, Pennsylvania tonight.
We even went to the Yankee Stadium and we were shocked there was no soft pretzels there at all.
Oh wow.
Yeah, we went all the way up to New York for that game. Like I said, we do it all.
Yeah, that's pretty great.
Yeah.
Which reminds me, they have pretzels here, soft pretzels.
They do.
Yes, they do. I saw the Phillies. Yes.
Get some pictures of that,
Yeah, definitely. Okay, so then also to like, you were saying that you were addicted to heroin. So
Yes.
I kind of have a story.
Sure.
It's not addiction, but I am going to come out with it.
Okay.
So people see my face, they think, oh man, like she has really bad acne. It is not acne. It is severe eczema.
Okay.
I'm allergic to my own sweat. We found this the hard way at the age of when I was 25.
I didn't even notice it.
Yeah,
So
I know. It's bad. It sucks. Like my skin feels like it's on fire and stuff. And unfortunately, at the age of 25, we didn't know what was going on. We just knew I had heat rashes as a baby. And of course, when they say, you know, when you're a child, you outgrow. Unfortunately, mine never outgrew. And it's a rare case because none of the dermatologists, and even still now, they can't figure out why I'm allergic to my own sweat.
wow.
So in order to clear up the eczema, unfortunately, the only medicine at that time that was out there was prednisone. I went to a doctor I should not have gone to. I trusted him, but the problem was he overdosed me on steroids, and I mean majorly, highly overdosed me on them, and it was just ridiculous. And I was on and off a prednisone for over a decade. I actually got the strength where I could actually pick him up at the time where he was like maybe 150 pounds, like no lie, like 2 inches off the ground. That, and you know, I was like probably, that was the heaviest I've ever been, was 200 and, no, I wasn't 200. I was 160 pounds at that
Okay.
time.
It's about my
So-
left leg.
Oh, wow.
About 160.
Oh my word. So yeah, I could literally pick him up, but then once I got off the prednisone, because I realized it was no longer good for me. And I didn't want to be on it because it made me eat all the time. And I know people think that's funny and make fun of people that are obesity, but it's not, because he even thought I had addiction of food, and I did not have addiction of food. It was a prednisone having me addicted to food, where I went from just 90 to like 110 pounds to 160. Off and on for over a decade. And I lost 20 pounds last year, thank God, because I got to able to stay off the
That's
prednisone. However, though, unfortunately, I look at prednisone as the worst drug. I know people have to take it by doctors. I get that. But I recommend that's not the best way to go. I know sports people will say, oh, yeah, I want that prednisone because it gives me the strength. It gives me this and that. And I just like wonder how and why are they allergic to that? Because that is not the way to go. That is not the way to live. I hate
Yep.
to say that.
Yep. I mean, anything that alters your body's chemistry is a drug, kind of technically. And so, you know, people struggle with different things. There are people who struggle with food addiction, video game addiction, sex addiction. There's so many different addictions, gambling, you know, and they all work on the brain differently. So it requires a different treatment for each one. So it's kind of difficult to say with, you know, cases I don't know much about, like that one. I can't really speak to that because you know, I've never experienced that. But with drug and alcohol addiction, I could speak about it all year.
Okay, I just didn't know if because like they talk about that, you know, they talk about these big time celebrities or, you know, these athletes to be on their way to be in the Olympics, and then they blow it due to being on prednisone or some type of steroid drug. And I was just wondering if you know why, or have a feeling why they might be addicted to it, or
I feel like everybody's motivation is so different, and addiction is such an individualized and personal thing that it's really difficult to blanket conversation about that. You know, I'm sure they each had their own different motivations. I'm sure they each had their own different, you know, way they grew up, you know, different thoughts, everything is different. Every human is different. I'm way different than him. He's way different than you. You're way different than Ricardo.
That's
true. So we can't just throw a blanket over us and say this is going to work for all of us.
Right.
Because we're all different. Right? So you have to have a very individualized path to recovery if you want to have success. So.
Gotcha. That is true. That is because, I mean, I didn't think I was ever going to get off the prednisone, because even still they say people with, you know, severe skin, you know, but then I just say try something else. At least just try it, because prednisone to me is not the way to go at all. It is not. It made me feel horrible. My body was not itself. Yeah. And like now, since I lost weight and been off the prednisone for completely almost 2 years now, I feel like I'm back to the old me again with more energy and be like, woohoo, like, let's go.
And that's great. So you should share that story wherever you can and let people know that life is way better without it. It
is. And like, and I have to admit, we too, like, I kept telling him I'm allergic to alcohol. I can't drink. But he was like, oh, I want to drink. And now it's like, we realize we can't do it anymore. And now we're just so much better without alcohol. We had not drank that, 6 months now?
I don't know if it's been 6 months.
It feels like it.
Not quite 6 months.
Well, I haven't drank since 2007, so
Wow.
yeah, it's been a while.
Yeah, and we just is like, this is like more amazing than sitting at the bars and stuff, because that's what our life was like before this
Yeah.
whole YouTube thing, and now this is like, this
There's
is
a
so
whole
much
lot
better.
There's a whole lot of world out here.
There's
a whole
is.
lot of world out here, and not most of it is in a bar.
Right.
You
Right.
know?
So I'm hoping we're encouraging people, get out, come to these local businesses, watch, come out and support them.
Yeah.
What the PP, what is this called? The Pennsylvania.
I don't even know, honestly. We're just here.
PPW, was it?
Yeah, Pennsylvania
Um,
Wrestling.
We'll
Don't
have
worry
to get
about
that.
that.
We'll have to get we'll follow up on that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Chris isn't involved in it.
Yeah.
So it don't matter.
We're only here because they're paying Ricardo to be here. That's
Yeah.
why.
Gotcha.
And because we can hand out flyers for August 20th. So.
Nice.
But yeah, if you want to talk about local businesses, talk about Doughhead Stuffed Waffles. That's a food truck that I'm a part of.
Oh.
And that is awesome. You probably saw it at Lidditz.
I'm pretty sure we saw that a few times. That's that black food truck with the
Yep, with all
waffles.
the waffles on it. That's
Wow, I didn't know that was you.
Yeah, yep. I'm part of the ownership group of that one. You talk about Red Rose Sports Cards on 126 South Centerville Road in Lancaster. I'm part of that ownership group as well. You talk about Full Service Concessions Group. I'm part of that ownership as well. Archduke Investments. We do a lot of rentals and different things for people. Make sure we can bring some affordable housing to people and take care of them if they have rough criminal histories like I do, and if they have poor credit like I used to. We still work with them. I'm also a licensed real estate agent, so you can hunt me down. Chris Dreisbach, Welcome Home Real Estate. There's plenty of
Wow.
things going on.
Yeah.
Plenty of things.
So we actually have a question for you then.
Sure.
You mentioned to us
Mhm.
that you have a place of an office where there is a pretzel baker stove.
Yes. So one of the transitional living facilities at Blueprints is an old shipping master's mansion in Columbia from 1840. And in the one apartment, it's 8 apartment units, and in one apartment there is a pretzel oven or pretzel stove from, I believe, a Titanic 25-room house for his family while he shipped things up and down the Susquehanna River. So I'm thankful for it, because now we have 20 plus people who use it as a residence to get sober. So there's a lot of reuse of historical things that can be done to help people in the present time.
Nice.
Yeah.
So, is there a chance that we could get to see that stove?
Oh yeah, probably at some point. Yeah, we
Yeah.
can set that up. It's pretty awesome.
Nice. We would
Not
love to
gonna
see
lie.
it.
I'm not gonna lie, it's pretty cool.
Cool. We would love to see it.
Now the inside of it, the top part is rusted out inside. It's just it's nearing the end, but
I don't know.
the inside, but the outside is perfect. So
Nice.
yeah. Any other questions? Anything else?
I don't either. I think we covered it all. Thank
Awesome.
you. Thank you
Well,
so
I'm really
much.
glad we got to connect, guys.
Me too. Me
Yeah.
too. Thank you.
Thanks for driving all the way up here
Yeah,
too.
no problem. Appreciate it.